Oh. Um. No, it's. Yeah, I was having trouble with the stream too. Oh, I'm going to try to lower the resolution. I think because it's saying that might be causing the issue. Okay. Although to do that, I'm going to have to end the stream real quick. I'm not sure if I. We'll see how it goes, and if it causes too much, then we'll stop. Okay. So, am I coming in loud and clear? I hear you loud and clear, so. We already have a few people in the chat. Yeah. I'm in game right now, but it's paused. I'm just waiting on everything to get situated. We're so much less organized this time, and which is funny because last time it was like we decided like 15 minutes beforehand that we were going to start streaming. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Probably. Mhm. That's how mine was even before you joined though, so it's not like it's. Yeah. I'm not hearing much of a problem on my end. Yeah, because like it says there's a problem, but I'm not hearing much of one yet. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. We could just stay up to date with the chat, and if they say anything, then we'll. Yeah. Yeah, you can listen to it real quick and see if there's any problems. Because we want to get that worked out before we start talking about super deep stuff. You're not. What? It's not coming up that with you? Because that. Yeah. Okay, I see what's going on now. So, OBS wasn't picking up your voice. It's not, though. It's the weird thing.
Right now on your stream.
They can hear my voice. They should, anyway.
They can hear you, but they can't hear me. So you're talking to Nisel.
That is hilarious.
So fix it.
Oh, it should be fixed now.
Let me check now.
It will take a few. It'll take like 20 seconds to catch up, but.
Oh wait. Wait, no, they can hear me. What?
They can hear you.
Did we unfix it?
Oh, it should be.
Did they unfix it? It was working when I said fix it, so maybe I'm just a quack. I don't know.
Oh no, you're just crazy. But you know.
Drop a middle finger in the chat if you can't hear us.
Yeah, if you can't hear us,
okay.
then
Emma just told me they got both of us.
Okay. Yay! Okay.
Yay live, yay, Christian, yay, Beetlejuice,
Yay!
yay, suck dick, yay. So what you want to talk about? Like the sky's the limit here.
But,
I mean, Thanksgiving's pretty cool,
yeah,
right?
like we could start with the obvious and talk about like how was your Thanksgiving? I have no clue what you did. Uh,
Honestly, when I come home for breaks, I kind of go incognito. Like I don't really talk about the things I do, just to not. I don't know.
mhm.
I feel like a lot of people like me who try to be like internet like personalities or
Yeah.
like I don't know, like acting personalities. Like, oh,
Mhm.
me and my family doing. I'm like, I don't. You don't need to know about personal life. Like,
Yeah.
okay, if you know, post something to Facebook or Instagram, like, oh, I'm so happy to be with everybody.
Mhm.
Hey, that's. But I'm not gonna like make
Yeah.
a 10-minute video about a joke my grandma told me. Like,
Yeah. Honestly, that
that's none of your beeswax.
I my sister came over and she was. I'm going to tell a story about family and about how I never talk about my family, but so
Wow.
my sister
Make
came
sure
over.
it's 10 minutes long. I can start
Yeah.
the timer.
Yeah. I will. I'll take
Okay. Hey
all the
Siri.
time in the world to tell a story about how I don't talk about family, you know? Here, go ahead and start the timer because I want to make sure I
It's
get.
about to be set. Hold on.
Okay.
So just a stopwatch. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. We're started.
Okay. So, my sister came over for Thanksgiving, you know. And my mom, for some reason, wanted to host Thanksgiving for the first time this year, which is weird because, like, we're already having another Thanksgiving anyway that is not affected. So, like, this Saturday, we're still going to go have Thanksgiving at my sister's place. But anyway, so my sister came over for Thanksgiving at my mom's house. And so we were talking, and, like, you know, she had her baby. June or July, I forget what month. I guess I can do the math now. So he's about to be 5 months. And so that would be 12 minus 5, that would be 7. 7 is July. So that means he was born
We're
in
about a minute
July.
in. Just warning you.
Yeah. Okay, so she brought her baby over, you know, and like he's so cute and everything. And so we were talking about how people are having babies like either really old or really young. There's no in between anymore, you know? Like
That's true. True statement.
I don't know if you've experienced that, but like you're either like my brother who had his first baby at like 31,
Well,
or you're like
what's my cursor?
half the people that I went to school with who have 3 babies now, you know, and they're 19. So like they're either really young or really old. And so
Mm-hmm.
my mom used to run a daycare, you know,
I
and
do.
yeah, and yeah, because I talk about it all the time. And so my mom used to run a daycare, and they started talking about the kids that my mom used to watch at the daycare and stuff like
Continue. This
that.
timer's still going. I want to see if
Yeah,
I can work out my internet issue because looking at the game, you have
hmm
like all the bars on the planet.
yeah, but
Oh, Hannah can't hear me. Check the audio levels again. I think you
okay,
reversed whatever was working.
okay, I'm checking the audio levels. As
Ha 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 ha
it's
ha ha.
showing up on OBS
Let me see if it's showing up on the Minecraft stream.
because it
Because
might
maybe what you did killed me.
because there's been times where you're just quiet for a moment, and that might be just like. So my sister came over for Thanksgiving at my mom's house, and really young. There's no in between anymore. You know, I don't know if you. I don't know if you've experienced that, but like you.
They're bait and switching me. Never mind. It's normal.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently.
They're just messing with
Okay.
you.
Well, I'm gonna go
Anyway,
run and bring the MiFi down here, which is like a compact router. Don't worry about it. I'll be
okay.
back.
I'll,
Continue. The timer's still going.
okay. So I'll go ahead and get back to the story while Brady's gone. So you know, I'll continue to talk to you guys like you're Brady. But anyway, so I was back to my mom used to run a daycare, and they were talking about the people that my mom used to watch at the daycare. You know, how much most of them are like my age or like a couple years older or something like that. And so my sister, who's 28, she was curious. She was like, so how many of the kids like have kids now? Because she didn't have her first kid till she was 27. Wait, 28. I'm wrong. I don't even know ages anymore. But anyway, she didn't have her first kid till she was 28. And she was curious how many kids my mom used to watch at the daycare who have kids now. And so they went over a list of all the kids with all of them with kids, and like they looked them up on Facebook. And I was determined that I knew one of them because they were like, this girl definitely has babies now. I know I saw on Facebook, and they were like, I'm gonna put in a fake name here, but they were like, oh, her name's Morgan, and I was like, oh, there's a Morgan I went to school with, who has 3 kids now, and she's 19, and so my mom was like, I don't know if this is the same Morgan, and so so she looked up her mom on Facebook. And so I looked up the Morgan that I know on Instagram, and then whenever I did all that, I found her and showed her to my sister, and she was freaking out because she's like, she had her first kid at 16. I'm 28, and I can't even have my first kid, and she was freaking out about that. And then all that stuff went down, and then like my mom couldn't find the girl she was talking about. But eventually we realized that it was it was a different girl, But
yes.
Then she was complaining because she wanted to. She has like people she follows and that kind of stuff.
This is how we lose viewers, dude. This story.
It's such a great story. Don't even. We have 4 viewers right now, and they're loving every bit of it.
I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna do the right thing. 5 minutes
purposely
and
made
seconds.
It as long as possible.
You made it so dry. This is why you need a quack like me to inject personality into the sinking ship.
Well, the point of that was it was supposed to be dry. If I wanted to make it more fun, I would have.
You would have said today when I was watching Christian.
Yeah, exactly. Or I would have actually cut to the chase and just said, like, my sister was complaining about no one posting about their kids, and she just wants to see baby pictures. And I'm like, I haven't posted anything in 5 years, and that was end of story.
Is there a TLDR version of this story?
That was TLDR version.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. TLDR, my sister likes to post things. I don't like to post things.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people who want to be like social media influencers.
My sister doesn't want to be a social media influencer. She just wants to show off her baby.
I mean, if I had a baby, I would hide it from the world.
Yeah, I probably would too. For all you know, I do have a baby.
You could. Did you hear that they named Baby Yoda? The fans have, not officially.
Yeah, it's little guy, right?
No, it's a something B, something. Hold on.
I love the 2 responses we got in the chat, where I was talking about how much they are enjoying it. Emma says that she is enjoying it, but Hannah says
his name is Ava Bean. I'm just letting you know. Hold on, it's Ava Bean.
Okay, got it.
It's spelled Ava, but it's pronounced Ava.
Ava Bean?
Like AVABEEN. Ava Bean.
I would have preferred just to go with Baby Yoda.
I mean, Baby Yoda is like way cuter, but
But like they actually have to give him a name.
I mean, I think the series will name him when he's old enough. Maybe he'll be maybe he's going to be in episode 9. That's why they're setting him up now, because he'll be like almost a teenager then. Well,
actually, he might still be a bit. Yeah, he might be like child size at that point. Well,
we don't know. We don't know if he stays an infant for longer, or if he ages our stages of life just really slow. We don't know that. If he's just going to be an infant and then he's Yoda, we have no idea.
The real question is, will he talk like Yoda? Because is the
But Yoda
speak?
isn't consistent. That's what I love about
Yeah.
Yoda. Is everyone, even Frank Oz, if
Yeah.
he's not consistent.
Well, like,
Well, I mean, in episode 5, he's not. He talks in normal order,
mhm,
but sometimes he says,
Yeah.
you know, like there is another.
there
It's
is
not
another.
there is.
Yeah.
It's there is another.
Mhm.
He can speak in proper tense. I hate that
Yeah.
everyone like has banked on him talking like a doofus.
Yeah. But my
Like-
question is that talking pattern, is it more instinctual or is it just something that Yoda started doing?
I think it's something Yoda started doing. Like, I don't think his entire race does that. Yaddle, we never hear Yaddle speak.
Yeah, we never heard
But,
Yaddle speak, and we don't even know the name of his species, so, like, it's not like we have any sort of
reference
lore.
for that. I would just assume that Yaddle has a similar like vocal timbre to that,
Mhm.
but can't do the whole backwards talk I do. Like, he doesn't do that. That's just something Yoda thought would be funny. Screw people.
Oh yeah.
So cool
I
I
would
am.
find that hilarious if he just did that to mess with people. Like, he could talk completely normally, but he chooses to do that so no one could really understand him.
Clear. He says, there is another,
Mhm.
you will be.
Yeah.
Like, he asks him
And
Luke if
you
he's
could
afraid.
point that to, with his
be.
old age, he's trying to make sure that Luke gets proper training and everything.
Fair enough.
Like, that's how I would argue it, where he sees Luke as their final hope. And so rather than mess with him, he wants to give it to him straight.
Well, he does it first, I mean. But
yeah. Well, like, if you've talked
them.
like that for like 800 years, then...
Well, I mean, he's screwing with Luke because Luke thinks that a Jedi warrior would be like, well, a Jedi master would be like a great warrior, who's like shredded and giant.
Yeah.
And it's Yoda. I love that. Me and Emma watched episode 5 today. Love it.
Yeah, I need to go back and
It's Star
rewatch
Wars
it.
at its finest.
I've
watched it twice now.
I think that
this week.
it's been it's been the longest since I've seen that specific one. I think I've seen all the others.
5 is my fave. I have to watch 5.
Yeah, which is weird because I always say 5. Yeah, 5 is my favorite, but like, it's just, I don't know. I guess whenever I try to start rewatching the original trilogy, I always start with A New Hope, but then get sidetracked after that.
You're like, oh, episode 1. Get this horse pucky. Emma wanted to start with episode 1 without me. Like, she was just like, I'm gonna watch episode 1. I was like, let's watch 4 together because you're gonna be really confused.
Yeah,
because they don't talk like people.
It's weird. You don't start with episode 1 because like they didn't make it to be a cohesive story. It's just the prequel trilogy is made to just there was a
sell toys here?
Creeper right there. But no, it was more to point back to the original trilogy, which is weird because like, and I feel like that's what most people have a problem with, is the fact that it's not a cohesive story. It's just to play on the original trilogy. That, along with Anakin.
It's interesting to think about. Emma brought up that, I'm reading the chat, that he probably was, since he's like 900, and he's been training people for 800 years, he probably was competently trained by about 100. And if Baby Yoda is 50, that's how many years after episode 6?
I think the Yoda species is what I'm going to call it from now on. But I think the Yoda species stays in its infantile state for very long, but then not in its childlike state. Because even in its infant state,
I would argue that the aging progression, it just takes forever.
Yeah, like, but if he's still in his infant state at 50, then like that is like he can't even speak. So that is before 1 year old. Between 1 and 2 year old.
Right, but the thing is you're basing off human development. We don't know what age that race learns to speak, because it could be like equivalent to us, like 30. more developed. Maybe the speech part develops later. This is what makes things
and that could explain why Yoda speaks weird, because
maybe it took him a long time to learn how to speak right.
Yeah, so it's not
even this. So let's say we know he's exactly 50, Amanda.
Yeah.
And 30 years passed between 6 and 7. He's 80 if he's still alive.
Yeah.
And it's probably more like 90-some because it's like 5 years after the Battle of Yavin. Or, yeah. I don't know. It's complicated.
Yeah. I think we should answer Hannah's question in the chat before we move on.
Asked?
She says, I want to get into Star Wars, so what do I start with? What's the order?
Episode 4.
Yeah, but what is your preferred order to watch the entire saga?
You want me to know what it is? 4 through 6.
Yeah, you say what yours is, I'll say what mine is.
Yours should probably going to be the same. 4 through 6, 1 through 3, 7, 8, 9. Now that we have 7, 8, 9. And then you can watch the spin-offs anytime you want. I mean, you just have to know where they fit. And then, like, you could watch the Mando at any time, or Clone Wars, and just know where they are in the timeline. I don't, honestly, everything's kind of built around the Order 66 and the fall of the Old Republic. And yeah, honestly, starting from 4 is easier because you get a reference for everything. Then. Who's this guy? Why does it matter? Because they explain everything really, really well. And I mean, Emma understands way more about what's going on in these movies. 2 movies in, and Ben even did when I watched, because he didn't get what was the appeal of Star Wars necessarily. And we watched all of them this last week, like literally this week, and he was like, "These are really fun. Like these are good movies." So
so definitely, if you are planning to pick up Star Wars, don't start with Episode 1. Start with Episode 4, then 5, then we would recommend going to the prequel trilogy 1 through 3. But you could also finish off that trilogy if you want to finish off the story.
But what are you talking about? You don't stop in the middle of 6. Well, in the original trilogy, you finish the original trilogy, then you do 1 through 3. Or if you wanted to, you could wait to do the prequels and just watch the trilogy before. I
usually when I watch through it, I will watch 4 and 5, and then move back to the prequels. That way.
Why?
That way, with the Return of the Jedi, it feels more triumphant and a closing off to that story.
I mean, it should by itself.
It should by itself, yeah.
There's nowhere else for that part of the Skywalker saga to go. I mean, like, they beat the Empire.
Yeah.
I could understand watching it just to get the backstory for Vader, now that you know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like a side book, like, how did Anakin become Vader? And you watch these 3 stories, you go, oh, I get it.
And like I said, that is just how I prefer to watch it. It's not like it's...
I kind of understand, but I'm so set in my ways, because that's actually, you want to know how I actually watched them, what order I actually watched them in. You're going to be surprised. It was in 2015. I wanted to get into Star Wars because 7 was coming out and it looked really fun. And I didn't get the appeal of it. I was like, I don't know. You know, my friends are arguing about these movies. You know, it was a lot of people going around. I wanted to hate on them, but, well, you haven't watched them, so you can hate on them. Everyone hates these movies. There's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
So yours truly watched episode 4. Was like, holy shit, this is good. So then I watched episode 5 a couple weeks later, adoring the movies. And then I watched 6 like the night after 5. I watched 5 in like 2 sittings, and then I was so excited to see what was going to happen next. Then December hits, I watch episode 7. Come back in the spring, not long after, like after Christmas has passed, I watched the prequel trilogy. Having seen some bits of it before, as a kid, but yeah, so cool to like, not the prequel trilogy, but I mean to get to like to watch a premiere of a Star Wars movie, which I've done twice. It's so historic, like it's so crazy. 7 felt much more like a historic thing to me than 8, though.
Yeah.
8 I was more excited for, if I'm being honest, but which I was disappointed by. But like, you put high hopes on something, you're bound to be disappointed.
Yeah. Controversial take, but whenever I first watched episode 8, I did not hate it. I didn't love it either. But I was like, this is not as bad as like I watched it the weekend it came out, so I didn't see all the hate that it got. So I was like, this is a decent movie. Like, it's better than prequels, at least.
It is.
Like, people complain about it, but like if it came right from the prequels, you would be like, it's about what we expected.
That's the bad thing. Is the reason I get so angry about the prequels and I get so angry at Episode 8 is I expect better from Star Wars. It's one of the greatest franchises of all time. And the fact that people can still love it and find good things in it is kind of amazing. Because like a franchise like Star Trek is much more solid and consistent tonally.
Yeah.
And like has a similar creative team and vision, and whereas Star Wars is a mess and changes constantly, and like I don't know how it is endured. And I'm surprised that there's any interest in it because the brand's almost dead. That's why The Mandalorian and that's why Fallen Order, because Lucasfilm and Disney are scared. Marvel has scared them because people aren't playing with Luke Skywalker; they're playing with the Avengers, playing with Spider-Man. So it's like Lucasfilm is scared that they're going to lose. Like George even is probably a little scared that he's not going to get a royalty check in the get a for the rest of his life, but that he's not going to get the same turnout for these movies anymore, and the money is not going to be there.
Yeah, I think that is the entire reason they got Kevin Feige to come for.
I agree. Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I totally buy that.
Well, he's on for the creative process, like the entire creative process from here on.
And he's great to have.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
like you can point towards a lot of people for the success of the MCU, but I think Kevin Feige is the number one. Like without him, there would be no MCU.
Yeah, like, Feige was the visionary.
Him and RDJ are the two people you can blame the MCU on.
Blame. It's your fault. You did this. Yeah, it's funny to me that Feige, they're change direction with Feige and Sharp. And supposedly, I just read up on this in the wiki today. I wanted to see new Mandalorian episode out tomorrow. That's exciting.
Yeah, every Friday.
I looked up on the wiki to see
to make sure that
what the HELL is going on with the creative process of the show.
I'm back.
It's interesting that they said the hope is to build the brand, the Star Wars brand around the Mandalorian. Strange. They're not saying this is a failsafe, but I think to launch a movie and maybe a movie series about the Mandalorian. I think that's really smart. I wouldn't watch it, mind you, but I think it's brilliantly smart.
I would say I wouldn't watch it, but I would watch it no matter what because it's Star Wars. But like I still would watch if they re-released episode 8. I probably still would go and watch it.
You mean like in theaters?
Like
I wouldn't.
If they released another episode 8, I should rephrase because I probably would not rewatch it in theaters. But if it's basically the same quality as episode 8, I would probably still go watch it.
I mean, going in, if I knew I was going to be as frustrated as I was with 8, like later, 8 those movies we get like like you don't realize what happened until it's over. You go, wait, what? Oh, my butt hurts. It's like, okay, yeah, Star Wars fucking like figure. It's a shame too because I had really fallen in love with the series and I really had cared about the direction. No, it's a cultural phenomenon, and I wanted to be a part of it, and I still am. It's what like watching The Mandalorian and rewatching those movies makes me remember.
Yeah, and honestly, The Mandalorian gives me hope in the Star Wars franchise again.
He's a new hope.
Yeah, but
he's our last hope.
Yeah, I think I told you, The Mandalorian is my favorite thing that Star Wars has come out with in years.
So far, it's my favorite thing.
Is it better or worse than?
Personally, I don't care much for episodes say more established to me. So 4, it could be kind of a blip thing, like I said earlier. It could stop. Let me see if they're hearing everything okay. I'm gonna ask
Yeah. Okay.
Are you guys getting everything all right? I think they are.
Yeah. I mean, if they are getting the living room where the main router is.
Because it's
Yeah.
Set up to better router. What else should I tell him? Ask us anything, I guess.
Stay tuned. Ask questions that we can get to, so that we can keep the conversation rolling.
Get to all.
Reconnected to a different router, so it's here in a moment. It should get a little bit better.
44.
Full bars now. They kicked me from the server. Yeah, this.
I think we're good now. Oh wait, no, got buffer again.
So weird.
I think it's good though. I think it's good. I think it's just a hiccup because. Okay, it's almost caught up now.
Okay. There. So.
We're getting some visual lag, but as far as like bandwidth goes,
yeah, I'm gonna jump around for a little bit, and you keep an eye on and see if.
Okay, I'll be watching it. I think we're good. Hannah's got us questions. How was Thanksgiving? Any funny stories from us?
I mean, I have a few stories. We had a smaller Thanksgiving today.
How about we let me take the stories? After earlier.
I purposely made that one as dry as possible. I hope you know that.
I can do better. It's funny.
That, and also the fact that like I'm a dry person in general, so it's not like.
Hannah, you don't want me to take the stories, Hannah? Hannah like curb stomped me, dude. She was like, no. You want to hear Fish's stories better?
See, exactly. Everybody loves my stories. You're just a little Debbie Downer over there. Trying to tell me.
Debbie Down syndrome?
Yeah.
She hasn't responded yet. Maybe it hasn't. We'll see what she says. What's I gonna say?
Here, you go ahead and you do the precursor conversation.
Oh no,
story.
her little brother said no. Okay, she does want to hear mine. Okay, we're good. I think we're both equally valued. I don't think.
Okay, we're both equally valued.
That was a close one. Okay.
It's a little concerned there. Yeah.
My cat is blind now, so she runs into things so hard. I giggle at her.
I love that.
She needs like assisted living. I help her to the toilet. No lie. I'll pick her up and I put her in her litter box. I wait for her to take a whiz so she doesn't whiz on the carpet. She could pee on the carpet. I had to clean that. While talking about like spending time with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Watching her by the doorway, confused. Spray pee. It's never just like pee. It's like a fountain. It's like pressurized. And she walks away like, I don't understand what just happened.
Yeah.
You just pee. And then she took a dookie in the hallway. It wasn't like a little like dainty turd. It was awful. It was super gross.
Yeah,
and I had to pick that.
That's sounding a lot like my dog right now.
Yes, because some animals, when they get old and like senses to like get worse, they start not necessarily lose control of their bowels, but they start to get confused about it. So she has trouble finding a litter box now, so we have to kind of like give her the assist on stuff like that, which is okay. It's just funny to me that like the same cat who was able to like jump up on counters, like climb in my bed at night and know exactly where I was, is the same cat who's like, I need help with pee. And she's gotten full circle geriatric now.
That
she'll get lost and like walk in circles and get really agitated about it. And I'll just hear her go.
Mm-hmm.
And she like sniffs a lot to find where she is, and she'll almost run into a wall, like careen right into a wall, and the hamsters will make contact, and she won't
Mm-hmm.
because she can feel where the wall is. It's bizarre. Like she's slowly adapting
Mm-hmm.
to new things. She's become a lot sweeter since she doesn't know who's touching her.
Yeah. See, my dog
really
has done the opposite. Since he doesn't know he can't really tell who's touching him anymore. He's been a lot meaner.
That makes sense though. It's a defense thing. Like who is that? Like yeah, I would freak out if I didn't know who was touching me.
Like my dog, it's not that he's blind, but he's losing all of his senses, and so yeah. But it's mostly the fact that I got him like when I was 6, and he wasn't, and so like he's already like on the edge, you know.
He's on the edge, yeah.
Yeah, and so like
as a professional vet would say, oh, he's on the edge. He lives life on the edge.
Well, like
yeah. I love how we always bring it to like depressing and or taboo topics, like dying animals, bring up aging animals.
I could talk about dying animals all day long. You know, it's.
I mean, I can't remember all the dead animals I've interacted. It's actually less than you would think for a wackadoo.
See.
I remember. Did you in school ever have to do like a little like micro ecosystem and like have to put like a ghost shrimp or a critter in there? They made us get water bottles, which is awful for a pet to live in, and they would give us ghost shrimp, which are like super cheap.
Yeah.
They're like related to brine shrimp, like the little
so sea monkeys. Basically sea monkeys.
But big sea monkeys.
You can
see them. They're like little shrimp by the size of like, for me, like 2 finger segments is how big they get. Not edible. They're gross. And so you get a water bottle. You put all the pebbles and the moss and all the stuff they need to live in there, and then you'd fill it up, and then there was a bunch of little things you do to like naturally make filtration because of the plant needed the duty of the shrimp, and the plant made oxygen for the shrimp to live. So there's a little ecosystem in there. And mine would always die. I went through like 3 shrimp. It was so funny. We'd leave them at school, and we didn't have to feed them because they had the plant. And the plant feeded off of their duty, so it was all good. So you didn't have to clean the water either. So you keep the cap on. I think it had holes in it too. Keep the cap on, so that they could, so the smell wasn't everywhere. They smell awful.
Yeah.
Those fish.
Yeah.
And mine would die every time I go to check. How's my shrimp doing? It's dead. And then I'd have to pour it out on the side of what used to be a playground, in like a little like mid hallway door, like to the outside. So like other kids would be like, "Let's go to lunch," and I'm pouring out my dead critter into it's so sad. And it smelled awful every single time because it was like over the weekend. It wouldn't just be like a day. It was the worst thing ever. Made me so mad because like I wanted one to live. Come on, just live.
Yeah.
And every time. So I tried using the same water bottle twice. Nope, it died. Okay, get a new one. Okay, it died anyway. So it turned out, my theory is that the water bottles expire. So like it was getting full of toxins.
Yeah, like the BPA stuff. And
the BPA, because we didn't know about that stuff in the late 2000s. We didn't think about it.
We didn't know that stuff as elementary students, you know.
I just mean in general, like the general public.
I know.
Think about that. So these guys are dropping like flies. And then I think I talked to a science teacher like the year after or something, and they were like, "Oh yeah, there's probably something in the bottle that is killing the shrimp." I was like, "Oh, there's only 2 people watching. What happened? What did we say? So we're talking about dying animals?"
Yeah, we need to liven up the conversation a little bit more. Stop talking about dying animals, Brady.
I was going to talk about killing insects next. Which, when they're like aggressive, I take like a relish, like ants, so they're like invading my house. You guys stop. Not me. I used to go to like Crazyville and like I don't know. I've never set an ant on fire. That's messed up. Like done other stupid stuff, like scooped them up, flushed them out of the toilet, sprayed them with Febreze, so their little like side lungs fill with that and they can't breathe. I've individually found a bunch of different ants and just squished them with my fingers.
Yeah, I wouldn't do I wouldn't do like mean things like that to insects and stuff. But I do remember once It was at camp. When somebody was squatting down trying to take a picture of a butterfly. She was like, "Oh, it's so beautiful," and like she got on everyone's nerves. So I just wanted to mess with her, and so I was
That's like exactly my girlfriend. I hope that's my girlfriend.
I was tossing out a bucket of bleach, and I went over next to her, and I saw her taking a picture, and I threw it right before she pressed the capture button, and she got a picture of the butterfly being horribly mutilated by bleach water.
No. Okay, I have good news. So I know it's just probably Hannah and me.
Yeah.
So I sent a link to Gerald.
I did too.
And now we wait. I don't think he's gonna be here.
Gerald better be here.
I'm tempted to don't even look.
It's way before his bedtime.
Yeah, but he's not. Is he still in Indiana?
No, he's in West Virginia now.
So he's an hour ahead, right?
No, because no, we're still on Eastern time.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
He has to go to Chicago.
Yeah. Wrong way, dude. Wrong way.
I'm sorry, bro.
It's okay, bro.
My dad's a geography teacher. I feel awful. I don't understand how time zones work. Explain it.
Time zones are stupid. Why do we even need time?
Time is arbitrary. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Time is a figment of our imagination.
Time doesn't exist. You just think it does.
Yeah. It is a concept invented by society that is supposed to keep us in line and on their schedule, dude. If we just stop listening to time and just go do things as we want to do things, everything will be so much better.
Boris, I love our time.
What?
I really want to invite Boris on the show. Or have a call-in or something.
Oh yeah,
have him on the Discord or something.
We have to add him on the Discord for a day and just.
Oh my god.
We need to add a bunch of people to it,
Yeah,
because I can set the voice chat to invite only.
Oh, that's interesting. I convinced EP to get a Discord.
Nice.
So he'll have that set up, and I'll invite him soon. He gives me his account info, and we can have him on the show.
Yeah.
Excuse me. After, a while of probably. Oh, okay. Him needing to be on the show.
Yeah.
I have a few other people in portfolio who we could.
Oh yeah. And
be on the show.
We could have a few people as regulars. We could have a few people just as special guests or something like that, and just.
I kind of like the subtlety of just us two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very laid back.
I was thinking the other day. I was like, this is basically the evolution of the Roomie Report. Our idea that literally went nowhere, and except for one video.
A lot of my series go nowhere. A lot of. But if I had Jarrett on to talk about my attempts at, or I guess Ben Neville's would be way easier to get on, and he would give us a ton of content. But Benaway says that Brady Day will never finish a series he starts. That's not something he does. And the sad thing is that's the truest thing. I've never in my entire career ever done that on YouTube. It's really sad.
Yeah.
That's why I want to finish the Brady Day show. It's my baby. I've been putting it off for so long. Finishing it.
Yeah. Have one final episode and just be this, a final goodbye. And it's not like it was super long, so it's not like you have a bunch of callbacks to make, but just be all right, this got my creative juices just flowing, and just this made me this evolved my personality to what it is. Looking back to episode 0, the pilot up and stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm at an impasse personally because a part of me wants to just cut the cord, and another part of me, which is much more me, wants to go, well, if the car isn't running, take it to the shop, fix it.
I think you should end it, but let it evolve into something different.
I'm not in the mood to end it. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm in the mindset of there's something else I can do with this character. And
I don't think the character should die. What I feel like it is going is with all the changes that have happened recently and everything. You're almost an entirely different person than you were when you started. I think it should be like more than just a season 2, but like, you know what I mean?
Interesting. I'm kind of following. I wanted to completely not gut the show because the format is awesome.
Yeah.
But for season 2, almost soft reboot a little bit.
Yeah.
Was my game plan of change Brady's outfit. The set's the same, but like have more segments, have more transitions, make things more random, rely more on ambiance and what is it called? Atmosphere to really drive the comedy home. Me and Emma is a sweetheart. She DePaul they gave away a bunch of records.
Yeah.
And she now has a bunch of big band jazz.
Ooh.
And I said, babe, this sounds like background music for an interview on my show. How funny would that be to have swing and jazz really low during the silence in an interview? Then you don't need to put as much editing into infographics because it adds to the tension of the comedy. The music does because it is ill-suited for what's going on. And the more I thought about how funny that would be, the better. You know, I have an idea for a trailer that I won't reveal yet. I mean, I can talk about it a little bit. I talked to you a little bit. I just am, I don't know. I'm at this state now. I'm going to talk to EP tomorrow. We're hanging out tomorrow, so we can kind of get a postmortem. I mean, he's my ride or die, and whatever project I decide to do, he's going to want to be a part of, and vice versa.
Oh, yeah.
In any capacity. So I'm just at the point where like it has to evolve, it has to change. I agree with you on that stance. I don't think the plug should be pulled yet, but I do think it has to change.
Yeah, when I said pull the plug, I didn't mean like this is over. I meant like that idea of what the Brady Day show was should be over. Not that the Brady Day show should be over.
It was kind of in a capsule.
Yeah.
And we were trying to catch lightning in a bottle that was too fast to catch.
Yeah.
So I'm in the mood of just reinvent the lightning. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the show now. I think another thing that you kind of was the crux of it was whenever because like it would both be forever between every episode, but whenever you would get to actually doing the episode, it felt like you were so rushed and just had to get it all done because you had to get it all done while everyone was together.
Yeah, it was always such a crunch, and it made time we spent making the episode as far as like together much more frustrating.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can't remember the fun it was. All I remember now is the 3 hours I've spent. The bad thing is I really like editing.
Yeah.
And waiting for Kylan and waiting to have EP, that was another hard thing. A lot of times is his availability. It made the show much more frustrating than it should have been, whereas it was an escape before.
And I feel like that's why you should lean more towards individual like skits or more little segments and that kind of stuff, where you don't have to all be together. You could be.
I think there will be one-offs that are with the character, but not with the show. To tie cohesively what's going on, that are non-canonical to the show, but are still connected to the character. If that makes any sense. Like let's be frank. Like he'll do. This is an episode on vegans, but it has nothing to do with the story. Of like what he wanted to do with the channel before. You know, he had to change it to Joji or whatever. So I definitely want to do something like that. And one-offs. I'd love to do one-offs. I'd love to do reboots of things. I have a lot of ideas. I'm in the mindset of like.
Yeah, and like that. Like.
I'll let you go.
Yeah, as I am right now, I'm not sure what I really want to do with the channel because like we're live streaming right now, and I feel like this would be a fun thing, if nothing else, just so I can talk to the people and just like. And also,
live streams are one of the most direct ways to really get to know your audience. And I can. It really humanized my audience. I think when I did that, it kind of blew me away with how kind people are, and how willing people are to listen, and their different reasons for why they listened or listen. It was all very good for someone like me, because when you're on the site for so long, people stop being people and start being numbers.
Yeah.
It's all about,
and like,
are my numbers doing okay? Is the channel going to survive?
Yeah.
Yeah, ultimately will.
Yeah,
but
and
it's more of a will the popularity of said channel survive?
Yeah.
It's a very shallow venture.
Yeah, but like considering you were at that point and it's not that you had a crazy sub count or anything. Like you still have like way more than I have, but it's not like.
Yeah.
It's not like you, but it's like you got to that point where like most of your channel were people that did not know you personally.
It's starting. It's starting to get there.
Yeah.
The longer I've been doing this, the more strangers subscribe.
Yeah.
For different reasons. I could probably account at least like 50 or 60 of them to Melvin do video.
Yeah.
Keeps giving my channel a second life. The algorithm you can never predict. That's one thing I've learned. You can never predict what's going to stick. You never can. And that's why reinventing the Brady Day show, as far as like the brand, not necessarily the brand, kind of the brand, and what our mission is.
Yeah.
I think would make the show much more fun. My game plan is to get into the stuff we couldn't touch, the stuff that Colin's like, I think that's good, but we can do that later. That's too hard. I just want Hail Mary pass and do weird stuff, because the show has always been absurdist.
Yeah.
But with Kylan, it was kind of a crude absurdist, and I still want to keep the crudeness, of course, but I want to crank the absurdism to like 1,000. And I want to crank the satire to 1,000 too.
And I feel that's far more fitting for your sense of humor anyway. Because
satire is something I so wanted to get into last time.
And
the show started.
Yeah, I noticed that you wanted to get down that route a lot, but like whenever the show came around, they just kind of
tired. I got tired of I'm not just doing character work on my own because I'm used to it. But I got tired of rehashing running gags that are kind of hollow at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just really wanted to say something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you can be funny all you want. But I really wanted to say something about YouTube, about the system, about Latenight. Acceptable on television. In a way that even Eric Andre, who inspired me to make this show, couldn't do. Because that's just, his show was too unstructured to let that happen, to let there be something actually said. It's not that I don't believe that things are being said with the show, because there are. But I don't think, I think my show could do a much more concise, clear package of this is it. Brady's trying to say this in this episode. YouTube doesn't care about people anymore. That's kind of what I wanted to say, is that the broadcaster self of YouTube is dead.
Like talking with you and giving you ideas for that, I felt like that's what you wanted to go with every single time going into an episode. But also at the same time, you would go into the episode and there's just a mix of the crunch and just like having all these people to work with and everything, where it was like it was more about getting it out there, and it's almost speaking towards what you wanted to speak about, where it's like, here.
I'm not even mad. I'm just frustrated. That's gonna be hard.
There you go. That's all you can do. Yeah.
I'm gonna make some new gear quick.
But yeah, like you wanted to speak on the fact that like, especially when we were you had all these ideas of leading into season 2 and like stuff you wanted to do with season 2, and us talking about where to go with it, and like
I have a more concise image now.
Yeah.
Where to go because I'm steering.
Yeah.
Which Kylan always was really gracious towards me and was like, "Look, you do whatever."
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way to go about this show. We, you know, he was very casual in that respect, but he really liked to steer the gags, and the,
yeah.
I think the best thing he did for the show was from a directorial standpoint.
Yeah.
More than an editor, and he was a really good collaborator, directorially and creatively, and I can't get that back.
Yeah.
But I just have to move on and just be okay with it and cut my losses.
And I mean,
that's part of wanting to go for a project like this and go, well, it's a passion project, and I've wanted this to have a following. You know, personally, what I think is going to happen is that 2 is going to start. Like the trailer is going to be created. I'm going to release a show. Shocker.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be promoting it and doing a good job with it. And I think again. And
okay. Wait, I'm going to stop you for a second because
that's my prediction.
We have to say hi to Jack real quick. Hi, Jack. I'm so glad you're watching.
Who's Jack?
Hannah's little brother.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jack.
Yeah. He was trying to say hi, and I wasn't reading the chat, and so like.
I just read the chat, and I feel bad now because I thought you were talking about Jack Luger. Or my professors back at school.
No.
Like, why would Jack be?
No. Honestly, I'm glad you're watching. It's awesome.
No, I'm glad you're watching, Jack, because we're talking about a lot of stuff that if you ever wanted to go to being a YouTuber and making your content, experimenting, you know, having a good time on the site.
Take it from experienced YouTubers. But
we're talking about problems we ran into.
Yeah.
Or at least I have ran into.
One thing I was about to tell you, and one thing that is good for any YouTubers, not that I'm like have any platform to say it, but like YouTube should be solely about giving you a platform to let your creative juices out. Because it's free to post anything, especially right now where we're not relying on it for any sort of money. So it should just be it's a platform just to let your creation run free.
Because for me, it was only about money for a short time.
Yeah.
Because I really wanted to make a career out of it. So I would slave trying to get money to do ad revenue, and it never worked out. I never got enough subscribers to meet what the minimum standard was.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like yours truly's gonna have to start over. I totally can't find my stuff. That's awful. Okay. Well,
that's so sad. That happened to me. If you want some, I can give you a few diamonds to go to the shop and get some extra armor, just so you can have.
I mean, I have some spares that are gold, and I'm in a mine right now.
Yeah.
So if I'm resourceful, honestly, let him kill me.
Here.
Just want to come back.
Here, I'll go ahead and.
Let's continue talking to Jack. Does Jack have any questions?
Yeah, Jack, we love.
We love questions. We can rattle on about all.
But
business in parentheses stuff. We want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. I mean, like,
if
we talk all the time anyway. If we're doing this so that we can have somebody else to talk to, and to just.
And we're out of the kindness of our callous hearts, we want to take care of sweet Jack. We want to kiss his forehead. We want to play with his little cheeks.
I want to be
his perpetual aunt.
Yeah.
Take care of him.
I want to be the grandpa that always spits out wisdom, but like it's really up in the air whether or not it's actually helpful in any way, shape, or form.
Totally lost his mind.
That is.
I had iron somewhere. Am I broke? Someone gank on my iron?
Go ahead and check the auto sorter for the iron. It should be in the second chest up.
Okay. What's my favorite creeper/zombie?
Creeper/zombie.
Do you mean like monster, or are you saying like what's my favorite out of the two?
Okay.
Jack's. Oh, it's exactly Jack's question.
Yeah, I figured.
He typed it in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Jack, out of the two, I like creepers more.
Yeah.
But zombies are much easier to get a handle on.
Yes. It really depends for me, because like in one sense creepers, like, they are the face of the game at this point. And which is impressive, because like they weren't originally in the game in any way, shape, or form, but like they're the face of the game, so you kind of have to give them a little credit for that. But they're such an annoyance too. Like, I hate just like right now I walk past and I just see holes everywhere, and it's just like, if it wasn't for creepers, those wouldn't be a thing.
I have a question.
Yeah. You have a question?
For her, not for Jack.
Oh, okay.
Jack's like, I knew it. Yeah, creepers are. Come on, Jack. They're the go-to.
Yeah.
They
can't.
Are the face of Minecraft.
Yeah.
I mean, when us old farts started playing, he really wasn't.
Yeah.
He was more like an in-joke.
Yeah. He was in the same sense that Herobrine was. Herobrine was a little bit.
Except we were sure that he was real.
Yeah, like Creeper was actually in the thing, but like whenever you talk about Minecraft, it was always like, so have you seen Herobrine? And just like really hush, and like it was so fun.
I remember all the rumors. Minecraft to me was like Pokemon in the way that people.
Yeah.
Dates. Like, hey, the Aether's going to be in this next one. You can go up to the cloud world and fly.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me.
And like
stuff people would make up.
It was especially fun for me because I originally got it on my Xbox 360, and so I did not have the console version, and so I always thought whenever I saw these things, I was like, it was just on the computer version, and I was like, when is the console version going to get that? And come to realize that it wasn't actually a thing. And it was especially weird because on the console version, there was always the demo world. The demo world.
Yeah, I remember the demo world. That was strange. Sorry, I just sent Jack some info.
Yeah.
Okay, no, he found it.
Okay, good.
Hannah, I think he's going to be in the chat as himself now. Is that right, Han?
Yeah. Hopefully.
I guess we'll try to keep it PG. If he doesn't care, he doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'd prefer to keep it at least PG-13, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like to keep it R.
Yeah. Yeah, I know how you like it.
If we're going to have a wee critter on.
Yeah.
It's funny. We opened that Brady Day Show camp. I remember the autismo in me wants to just like go on a tangent, but I know I can't.
Yeah.
I gotta store that in my mind. Really, this sounds weird. I guess I can talk about being a teasmo. I get triggered by weird things. Like by triggered, I mean like leftist triggered. Like I get angry about things that they don't. They have no. Like actually upset. It was hilarious. I got upset about the Star Wars prequels and Emma. I got like genuinely, like, not enraged but frustrated that someone would have the audacity to start with the wrong movies. and then I was dumb for telling her to watch the other ones, and she said that she's seen them, and that she'd rather start here, and oh, we have Jack Knop at the chat.
There we go. Good.
Subscribe to BDS Studios, Jack.
Yeah.
That's my only. I'm BDS Studios.
Okay.
I'm Brady Day. I'm here.
I actually need to make sure I have your channel in the description, so I'm gonna get.
It's not a big deal. I mean, I'm in the chat.
Yeah. So you can just click on you. I'll do that after we end the stream or something like that.
Okay, because I feel like I'm like your rep when things go wrong with the stream. I'm like telling people in the chat, it's okay, I promise.
Yeah, you're the one that's in there just being like, it's okay, guys, don't worry.
I'm your rep. I see you, Jack. Did you subscribe to me? I didn't get enough.
Jack's probably
the baby rock star army, as I called it back in the day. In one video. You want to be a baby rock star?
Mm-hmm.
My channel was called Brady Rock, the original channel. It still exists.
Mm-hmm.
You'll sub me 7? Oh, you. Okay, there's a typo. Go to the channel. I'm going to go to Jack's channel and subscribe to him. He has no subscribers. Now he has 1. That's what I think about that. Jack has 1 subscribers now.
Yeah.
We have 5 people. I think that's what? You and me, Jack.
Yeah. I'm not even sure if it counts me because I just have the chat up. I paused the video and I'm so.
Then we're on fire.
Yeah. I mean, it's more than I would have ever expected to have otherwise. So it's
for Thanksgiving. Yeah, for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, for literally Thanksgiving at. So it's not even Black Friday now.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. You have 1 subscriber now. You're welcome.
Nice.
I know. I'm a part of the Jack Knop army.
The Jack Knop army. Yeah.
I would die for him.
Mm-hmm.
I would get beheaded by the French revolutionaries for this young man.
Yeah. Also, we didn't say it earlier, but Kayla, if you're still watching, hi.
Yeah. Is she like being coddled by sweet Hannah or what?
Yeah. It's. What is this all about? Why is her entire family watching us?
Everybody, every single human being is glaring at the TV of 2 college students talking to a kid, her sister.
Kill a creeper.
Well, his sister.
Dang.
A bunch of critters. You want to kill a creeper? Or
I literally spent the entire the last half hour, maybe even 45 minutes trying to light up this entire area. So
to not deal with creepers.
Yeah. So I will go kill a creeper just because you asked, okay?
Dude, I got lost in our mine shaft. That's part of the reason. I ran into somebody else. I hope it's not somebody.
Yes, that happened to me, and I literally just had to come out. Yeah, I don't actually. Then we're in between 2 mine shafts then. Because there's the guy on the other side of us, whoever his face is.
She's so happy you said her name. Well, Kayla, we're appreciative of our fans. We like to interact.
Exactly.
I've never had such an interactive stream. Like, kids immediately are so excited.
I love it. That is one thing I would love to do more all the time. Just talk to people in the stream because
it's my favorite thing. Yeah. Because you can really when people are interesting, they're genuinely interesting. Really cool.
And if you're giving your time to watch me, I want to at least know what you want and stuff like that.
That's so sweet. Yeah, this is just. Anyway, I guess since we technically kind of have a guest, not really. You guys have any questions for us? We can probably ask them back.
Yeah.
I just was wondering if there's any more burning questions. Maybe you or
somebody
else is in the chat. We have 6 people now, so maybe someone else has joined.
Yeah, if you guys want to know anything, feel free to ask.
We'll give you will be a good amount of time. We'll just get on the subject and give you guys a couple minutes.
Yeah, we can get on a short subject real quick and
do an AMA type thing. And just let you just go rampant with this.
Mm-hmm.
You were so fun. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
we actually lived together last
Yeah.
year in a cute little flat.
Okay, wait.
Smith
Before we finish this, I need to kill this creeper. Making a huge deal about. No!
Did it blow?
Yeah. Also, I just screamed in my house, and I forgot that I have.
What would you do if everyone in your house woke up and assaulted you?
I don't know.
These are not good odds for you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm just hoping my mom doesn't come down and she's like, "Stop yelling."
Aaron, why are you awake? Stop yelling.
No, she knows I go to bed at ridiculous times. But
did you read what Jack said? That's hilarious, buddy.
What?
Can I have your merch? I have no merch.
I have no March
Fish
yet.
doesn't have merch either.
I have no March yet. Okay. Soon I will have March.
We'll get on that. Go on sharkrobot.com.
I will have
slash late night with Brady and Fish. You can get our new T-shirts that say, "Can I have your merch?"
Okay. Also, I want to make sure
signature at the bottom.
I want to make sure that counted as killing a creeper, because the creeper, like he died technically, so I'm counting that. If you guys have a problem with it.
Did you hear how I described the merch?
What?
I said that it literally is just, "Can I buy your merch?" It's a T-shirt that says that with the Late Night with Brady and Fish logo on the back or something. Just a really crappy logo, like Comic Sans.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, didn't we talk about merch literally like when we were coming up with the Roomie report and everything?
I think we did for a second. It was more like brand, just logo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I have my logo, like, which is literally something I designed in like freshman year of high school.
So Jackaroni, do you have any burning questions for us?
Yeah. Oh.
That was Julian. Yeah, sent me. I'm gonna keep sending her. She's out. She keeps being out and can't watch the show, so I keep sending her links to it, and it just makes her more angry. It's my favorite thing.
I love
I'm gonna
that.
send EP a link. I think he is probably up.
Should I send Sam a link?
Send Sam a link. Shoot him a link. Should I shoot Boris a link? Let's shoot Boris.
Yeah.
I sent him a picture of a clown the other day. He said nothing.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole family reunion.
Okay, this will tell you how often I talk to Sam. On September 21st, I sent him a message. I sent him the video, Earth, Wind, and Fire, September, which is the song where it goes, You don't
have to remind me. I know.
And then literally 24 hours later, he says, "Oh, I get it now." That is the last time we've talked.
Jack,
we've talked in person since. About the creeper.
No, okay.
What?
Do you have any questions for us, Jack? Who's Sam?
Who's Sam? Sam is only.
We're sending links.
Yeah.
Friends, Jack.
Sam is like my best friend, you know. So, no.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna.
Yeah, literally no one else in the chat will know who Sam is, but.
Boris opened it. Jillian's probably upset. She goes, "I can't write. I wish."
Yeah.
We're just gonna scream, "Go home." Go home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But who else do you think would watch it? Especially for 12:30.
Do you have Brendan's thing?
I do not have.
Is it Boris?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Is he talking? Hey, Boris.
Hi, Boris.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm
surprised you actually tuned in, my friend. It's funny that he knows both of them.
Yeah.
Interesting. Boris, please subscribe to BDS Studios.
Yeah, please just subscribe to Fish and BDS Studios.
Fish. And Jack.
Yeah.
There's one subscriber.
Yeah. Subscribe to Jack Knopp.
Jack Knopp is my favorite human being on the planet. I would take it in assassin. I'm sorry. There's so many things going on. It's fine. Boris is a harmless critter. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a gentle giant. He's literally like 3 inches taller than me. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not sure
Good.
if he's taller.
Julian's worried I'm not saying good things about her. She's freaking out.
Jack says.
Should we give Jack the IP eventually?
Maybe, or maybe in the future we could do like either open our own server or like a subscriber like game where like I just open something and just
Julian
invite
just wants to distract
people.
from the stream. He's asking me all these. Fish is in love with you, yes. Fish is in love with Julian. Yes. This is.
Yeah, if that gets, she's subscribed, so obviously I have to be in love with her.
Boris subbed. Boris, did you sub to both of us or just?
Yeah.
Because I'm BDS Studios. I'm
yeah.
Brady.
My sub count hasn't updated, so it hasn't shown me.
You're a height supremacist. That is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
True. I don't know.
I am. Jack, we know you're subscribed. Why would you not be subscribed?
Of course Jack is subscribed. He's the best. But no. I'm not sure who's taller, me or Boris. I forget. I wasn't paying attention.
I feel like you're slightly taller. Boris, do you remember?
Yeah.
I feel like you're slightly bigger.
Yeah. Boris
might tallest, let's be honest.
Yeah. He definitely has the taller
height advantage.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah's pretty tall, and rumor has it Jack will be tall when he's a hulking 30-year-old. So I mean, sky's the limit. I'm 5'6", and I'm 19. So.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot and I'm 19. So
It's funny because with men, our shoes are all shaped so weird.
Yeah.
So to me, it always feels like height fluctuates for me.
Also,
depending where I am. If I'm at home, I feel very low. That sounds strange to say, but I feel much bigger. I feel the space better.
I feel much taller when I'm at home.
When I go to school, if I'm in Smith Hall, I don't feel as large.
Yeah. Glad we both read that at the same time.
Boris is 6 foot on the dot.
Ooh, that means me and Boris, we're competing for the same height, you know?
Yeah, that laughter was us responding to the fact that you are a savage, and we are too now. We are collectively savages. We are cavemen. We bang bones together. We make monkey noises. This is a monumental stream. We've created so many new bonds. Jack will probably be watching the show at any time ever.
Yeah.
6'2". He's 62. Your brother's 62, Jack. I know.
Wow. I thought I had a gold brother.
that is height. I'm making sure we know. Thank you, Jack. He's Baby Yoda.
I mean, he could be talking about inches, and that would actually be fairly short, you know? Not abnormally short, but taller than Danny DeVito.
What's wrong with being short?
Nothing, you know? I'm not... there's certain people in this world who are just not meant to be tall.
Like Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice is one of the best men in the world.
Sorry. Hannah just sent a monumental...
It's okay.
You're still in the chat. That is a glorious Snapchat. She's just in revelation that her brother is in the same chat as Boris.
Yeah. Also, I'd just like to let you know that it is official. I am better. Brady.
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
Who's better? Fish is better?
Yeah. Clearly.
Why? Because he's hosting. I can host the show too.
Yeah.
This doesn't make him inherently better or worse. This isn't a competition.
Yeah.
This is.
It's because I am taller. It is proven.
Is that the dominance?
Yeah. I have to assert my dominance, you know.
How dare you? Jack, I feel betrayed in fact. I'm taking my merch down with your name on it. It's not on Shark Robot TV / Late Night with Fish and Brady merch. It's not up anymore. I took the "You guys have merch" shirt down. So I want your merch shirt. It's now down.
Yeah.
We're not offering. We're only offering it in this.
We made a total of 0 sales, and now it's over now.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Yeah.
So Jack claiming that he's.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Jack. That's not surprising. I met Danny DeVito. He tired of me, so I'm not surprised here. Jesus is
Amen.
ultimately better.
Amen, Boris. Jesus is better. Does that mean Jesus is like 8 feet tall? Because I don't remember ever reading how tall Jesus is. So
I assume he was pretty normal. I mean, I don't think he was giant.
But if height is how you tell how good the person is, does that mean Jesus is literally like the tallest person in the world?
I mean, maybe. I still feel betrayed. I'm going to lose sleep.
Yeah.
I don't think I can see the world the same. It's empty. I don't know if God's telling his sub to me, and he's just caught up in the emotion. I don't know.
It's okay, Brady. I'm here for you.
I don't know where I am right now. I can't see anything. For my tears. My tears are blind.
Hey, Jack might not think you're the best, but I think you're the best.
That's all that matters.
It's Jesus, then you.
20. Jack says that Jesus is 20 feet tall. I buy that.
I see it. I see it.
He's a building.
Mm-hmm. No, I actually read somewhere that Jesus was probably pretty tall because because people respected him and at that time you had to be tall to be respected, which...
What if he was wearing like platform sandals and he said, this is bogus. It's not the truth. He's not tall.
Yeah.
Look, maybe your Jesus is tall. My dude. No. I personally, I think he was mid-size.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he'd even if he was tall, so what?
Like, I imagine him being slightly taller than average, but like no more, like probably like my height.
He can't be more than 6 foot.
Yeah, maybe even shorter because people weren't as tall back in the day.
That's true, because I think people would start to be intimidated by him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
well, Boris, we're doing guesswork based more on what we know about the era than actual biblical.
Yeah.
Because first-hand accounts aren't probably the most reliable thing every time.
And also, I don't like, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me, but I don't remember ever reading anything about Jesus's height. So it's not like
it's not a theological argument. It's more a speculation.
Mm-hmm.
So we just do guesswork.
Yeah.
Because he could be at any size. Mm-hmm. Really, there's nothing that says either way. It's just what our image is.
Yeah. Like, if you want to imagine Jesus looking like Danny DeVito, I mean, until I find something in the scripture that tells me otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, hypothetically, Jack says we're crazy.
You're crazy.
Well, he didn't say that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode of VeggieTales, man?
Favorite episode of VeggieTales? I honestly, I really loved the Jericho episode, the Walls of Jericho, with the French peas.
I remember the French peas. Yeah,
I think it's mostly because of like the Monty Python reference with it and everything, and
well, the French peas are literally just the French guys in Monty Python.
Yeah.
I also love how everyone's consistently misspelled height the same way.
I wasn't going to mention it, but I just want to keep it that way. That should be our merch.
If anybody spells height correctly, If anybody spells height correctly, you're kicking.
Yeah.
You're kicking them.
Mm-hmm.
We
Jack,
don't know, Jack.
I
don't know how much longer we'll be
Yeah.
going.
Honestly, at this point, like, I'm just gonna go until I get too tired to go. You know.
I mean, probably like 1:30 is my guesswork here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying about height and greatness being.
If height equals greatness, yes. If height equals greatness, that means. Wait.
Maybe he's referring to the respect thing.
Oh, the respect thing.
People at the time might have revered him because of his size. Is that what you? Is that your?
Yeah. If that is what you're getting at, people respected him before he started traveling around preaching and doing all these miracles, which probably shows that he was a taller individual, and it's just it's the truth that taller individuals tended to be
people of power.
Yeah,
people just assumed.
Like, so it's
maybe because of good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe you must be
like
from this family because you're this big. You
know,
know,
like he could be short. It's not. I'm not saying that he can't be short. I'm just
size matters not. You know. Star Wars.
Yeah. But like stuff like whenever he like the fact that the disciples like Peter and James and John when they were fishing and like easily believed what he said and like went along with what he said, part of that could be given to like just divine intervention, which is awesome. But like
you just think it was a combination of things?
Yeah, like obviously yeah.
Your eyes will melt out of your skull.
Yes, Jack. Like, if you get tired,
Final Destination style.
Yeah, if you get too tired, just go to sleep and just like waste.
If you smack that notification bell, Jack, you will get a notification every time.
Every single time.
You know how that works.
Just press that juicy subscribe button and.
I mean, he's already subbed. I'm just reminding him just in case, hit the bell because that way, if you do fall asleep, when we come back, you'll know.
And we'll probably we'll probably stream most weekends, and
this weekend will be awkward because it's kind of a transition
we'll set up more of a schedule during in the next few weeks.
There's definitely going to be a long.
Yeah, Christmas break we'll probably do it like at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, we'll do maybe like an early week, Sunday night.
Yeah.
No. Let's do a Tuesday, a Thursday, and then like a Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. I think we should have like try to get one day when it's like midday or something like that. You know?
Yeah, the maybe the Saturday one would be in mid.
Yeah.
And then we do maybe do a night one.
Yeah. Or if we could do it. Yeah, we'll just have to see when the time comes, and then like we're.
Do either of you, Boris or Jack, since you're the vocal one? I think Hannah's probably still watching. I think we have a few other people. Do you guys have any questions for us before we start laying in on things for you? I mean, you guys have been really good about so there's no worry about having a conversation.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything for us as far as maybe how we met, how we?
Yeah, I actually interrupted you in the middle of talking about us living together freshman year. So if you wanted to finish that while they're typing in questions.
Sure. So me and Fish, a tale's old as time. I didn't have anybody before I went to school who I wanted to room with initially, and that kind of worried me because I pictured myself having like a friend I went to school with and going, "That's my guy," you know. But how well for me. But it actually was totally fine. And it was interesting seeing our friendship from very passive and laid back to extremely involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the development from like we're effectively neighbors who share You know what I mean? To like just enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that completely happened until about winter, probably.
Yeah, I think
the transition into the winter.
Yeah,
like,
I
from
think
spring
by
semester,
like
we gained
I
a new
felt
appreciation
yeah.
for each other.
Mhm.
That's kind of how I saw it.
Yeah. Like I originally Here, we need a
How many
F's in the
subs do
chat.
Fish has somewhere around? I'm going to check this
Yeah, check the sub count for me because
because that's an easy question to ask.
yeah. But while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and talk about because like I had pretty much the same experience. Like I was pretty confident that I was going to have a good roommate because I get along with everyone. But at like going
Fish
in,
has 9 subscribers.
ooh,
I have 190.
yeah, but
currently. I'll do a 200 special.
yeah, but yeah, as I was going into college, a bunch of people were like, "Oh, you're rooming with somebody random? Aren't you afraid you're going to get a weirdo?" And I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, yeah, but like, I'll take it. And then like my boss at the bakery he kept saying like talking about his son and how his son was roomed with a Satanist, and I was like, well, I'm going to a Christian school, so I wouldn't imagine that happening. And then he was like, well, he went to a Christian school too, and I was like, well, I mean, like, and like really not helping at all.
No, my
But
favorite thing is that adults really want people to be.
mhm. But yeah, so like
When it comes to school
everybody kept
stuff.
being like, "Are you sure you want to room random?" And I was like, "I don't really like. There's only like one person that like I only really knew Jesse going in, and I didn't even like
Yeah.
know him very personally. So I was like,
Yeah, and I don't think you'd want to room with him.
yeah,
Just you went to school with him, but it's not.
yeah,
I don't know, because he was an exchange student. It wasn't really like he was
hmm
one of your class, like you knew since you were a kid.
yeah,
So I think that probably added to the well, like I know the guy, but I
yeah.
don't room with him.
Like I know the guy. It's like most people you know in your school, where like you know him and like you'll talk to him, but like not close enough where you could be like, "Hey, you want to room together?"
Right.
And so like I was perfectly fine going random because like I said, I get
Because
along with
I
everyone.
personally figured too, which I think you probably thought, okay, I'll go random the first time. I'll have a
Yeah,
go to next time.
yeah,
No problem. We'll figure it out. Which is exactly how it turned out. And I
yeah.
will say, I feel bad not really so much.
What?
And
You
being
cut out for a
with
second.
Ben is great. Yeah, I felt that too. The server kind of like being with Ben is great. But
hmm
I do miss our dynamic, and that's why I love
Yeah.
hanging out with you because it's like, oh,
hmm
I always have fish. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if I'm sleeping next to the guy.
Yeah. That's. But like, I feel the same way. Like I love having my own room. Like I almost like would never do anything to keep it. But at the same time, like I miss having our late night talks and like everything, and like
Oh
that's
yeah,
why I'm glad we are still hanging out all the time because like it. I feel like we hang out more that now that we're not roommates, and I think it's because we realize how much we liked each other's company.
yeah. And for me, honestly, it's the part of the reason is because you're not in the department to
Yeah.
have someone
hmm
who is part of the Anderson community
Yeah.
per se, like the AU community, but not
hmm
like
And
in the
that's
music
that's
field.
honestly
And
why I love hanging out with you and your friends sometimes because
it's
like
so refreshing
yeah,
to have
it's a different
like that.
perspective that I don't normally get to have because like
Yeah,
especially like with uh ministry majors and stuff like that like so many of them are commuters and that kind of stuff so we don't get to hang out very much on campus.
I've noticed that a lot of ministry
Yeah,
majors are commuting because
but
they obviously live in town or very close.
yeah, but other than that, most of them are girls. Most of them are um like just not the type that I wouldn't like. Not that I don't get along with them, but like not the type I would hang out with on a regular basis. You know, and so like I love hanging out with you and your friends because it gives me a new perspective and also kind of lets me like shine a light for you guys on different parts because I know how much like the music theater that kind of stuff that whole crowd kind of like is a whole different subgroup of Anderson.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like the has its own food chain, but I feel like the theater people, and especially kind of the music business people too, are kind of like the rejects of the rest of society.
Yeah.
Like the people who thought they weren't good enough to fit in. So a lot of people don't attempt to.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's super strange. Super strange.
Yeah.
And I was always someone who could float between kind of being complete like wackadoo crazy and being normal in parentheses. And as I'm getting older, it's harder to do the being normal part.
Yeah.
But it's simultaneously easier to exist. I know that sounds weird.
But
as I'm getting older, I'm having a better time being myself.
Yeah. And
thus, it's harder to fit in.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
And that's
kind of where I am.
That's something like living and done. That's kind of what I'm getting. Where like I'm both fitting in more and being different in myself more, which is weird. But
it's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And from what I've talked to from my sister and other people who've gone to school, it's like sophomore years of the year, you're gonna look at yourself and go, okay, and just be good.
Yeah.
With yourself. That's just part of getting older. It just happens. As I say when I do therapy stuff, like when I give my friends advice, self-concept, something like I think that has to do with that. It's your self-concept finally leveling out, and you're going, I know who I am now. That's okay. I get it.
Yeah,
it's all making sense.
Like for those of you who are going into college or like you're already in college, like really what was hardest for me, like I had a really hard year last year, and what was hardest for me was honestly just not really knowing myself. And so
and I agree. I think the idea of identity when it comes to school, because you found your identity in other people your entire life. You put what your identity
exactly
into the people you're surrounded with. And then when those connections are severed, completely cut off, the umbilical cord,
Yeah.
It's you start to ask questions like, who am I now?
Yeah.
Who was I before? And I think people still feel the fallout of it. I still do. But I'm starting to be okay with who I am.
That is the biggest difference between this year and last year. Is like this year, I'm feeling more okay with who I am, and like I feel like this, like I can accept that if people don't like who I am, then like that's okay.
I mean, they don't have to. They don't owe you anything. You don't owe them anything.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's interesting. Ooh, Jack's giving us a devil horn. He wants us to go mining.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I need to get fortune, and so I'm checking my books over here to see if I have any.
Okay.
If not, I might need to go to the Enderman farm and stuff.
Water buckets and start clearing the land that we just took all the trees off of.
Yeah.
Maybe we could build something there soon. Castle or started on a new project.
Yeah, that's.
What were we? At school and self-identity.
Yeah.
Well, what a good topic for Jack to listen to.
Yeah, but
it's
like
still in grade school. I mean, I guess it still pertains. I mean,
yeah.
I think it's important for people to always be to define themselves as them.
Yeah, no matter what, if you are in if you are in a point in your life where you're like you feel like out of it or something like that, or like this isn't who you are, then definitely like it always pertains.
I mean, when you get to college and you're going through the motions and you're not really cognizant of what's happening.
Yeah,
I feel like that happened to both of us at different times.
Yeah, and the way we reacted to it was different too.
Yours truly fell on his vices.
Yeah,
and then felt guilty about his vices.
Which is weird. I noticed you went through it earlier than me. which is weird considering you were far more of a of an outgoing people person.
But I think that's a curse.
Yeah, and I feel like
because
that's
the
why.
resources to fall are much further in reach, rather, when you're a people person, because if people like you, they'll to spend time with you and be around.
Yeah.
So it just makes some bad things.
Yeah.
They happen in an easier manner. I guess.
Yeah, and like with me, mine was almost completely the opposite, which but at the same time the same, because like I felt my own devices, but like mine was sit around and do nothing.
Complacency was
complacency is my vice, is where like I just give
you feel safe because it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier.
And that's why last year
out.
I never went out and did things, and like I stayed in my room so often was because like I didn't do things. And like, not that staying in your room is bad, but I blamed myself for staying in my room and felt like I was like not living up to what I should have.
Right, and with when you're college age too, there's a lot of like, I'm not saying what I did, especially in the in everything's context, was like good, but I feel like people need to make mistakes to grow.
Yeah.
In all shapes and sizes, and they have to screw up, because it just helps you learn more about your life and about a lot of different things. By you can't grow unless you fail. That's just part of being a person.
Yeah. One thing I didn't really ever tell you about it, but what got me out of my slump, because I had a bigger slump this summer, was what got me out of it was honestly, sounds weird, but the Enneagram. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
I have.
Yeah, but
Enneagram.
Yeah.
Is it the number thing?
Yes, it's the number thing.
What number are you?
I'm a 9.
I'm a 3.
You're a 3? But I always thought you to be a 7.
What's a 7?
7 is the its code name is the Entertainer. Where
let me read the 7 Enneagram.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and explain the 9s real quick, which the 9s are basically, they are the peacemakers is their name, which means that they will do anything in their power to make peace, which usually means putting themselves last, which in some cases it's like, oh, that means they're a really good person. But in my case is I put myself last, but denied my own feelings to the point where it made everything else worse for everyone. And so I had to come to the realization that like I was putting myself last because I was struggling, and like whenever people would want to.
So you were the obsessed with comfort. Comfort was what your go-to was.
And so like I've always explained it in a sense of our like we try so hard to make inner peace that no. So we are always at inner like chaos. Like inside we're always like chaotic and messed up, and like there's always something wrong. And we try so hard to bring peace back to ourselves that's why they are often associated with like warm, cozy blankets, naps all the time, because we want to bring inner peace. But in order to do that, we normally think.
Oh my God. I'm a type 3 fish. They're called the performer.
The type 3s are the performer?
Mm-hmm. It has different names depending on what.
Yeah.
There was no performer entertainer name in the chart I saw. So I might retake the Enneagram test soon. But I was a 3, and a 3 is a performer. They're obsessed with giving everything they have to people and not really looking back.
Also, Jack, we read. I see you. hello. And I'm trying to get everything ready so I can go mining because, like, I lost my gear and I'm trying to get back up to the gear I had. And so, like, we're not just ignoring you. Trust me.
No, we totally are. Well, at least Fish is trying to get the whole
Yeah.
thing going. I'm trying to get. I'm making all stone brick right now.
Mm-hmm.
Need it.
Right.
Chest.
But yeah, so from what I know of the three is they really want to show themselves as the best best they can be. And so threes try very hard to basically, like, threes I normally think of like business people who try to get to the top of the food chain, which sounds bad, but it isn't always bad.
Okay.
Where, like, that's why so many people, threes bosses tend to be threes and like big businesses because you want to become the top.
Interesting.
And that it's honestly along the same lines of why I thought you were a 7. So I
looked at 7 and none of the numbers described it.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't know.
Honestly, it's something you should decide for yourself. But
because I've taken it before and I got a 3. Or like you're a 3 with a wing 2, I think. They're like you have 2 wings.
And like
giver.
But yeah, like with the Enneagram for the longest time, I didn't really like it. Everyone always told me I was a 2, which 2s are the helpers, and like they will give themselves to help people at all costs. And like I was always like, yeah, it kind of makes sense, but like I always saw it as basically another, like,
I might be the individual.
Mm-hmm. And you could be
intuitive, expressive, individual.
And I've seen you kind of as an individualist before because like you want so badly to be different from everyone else.
I mean, no one is all one.
Yeah,
that's another thing with a lot of the psychological tests that describe you.
No, Jack. Listen here, buddy. Here, I'll pause it. I'll pause it. Jack, we are not upset with you. I promise.
I'm brokering.
He says, "Sorry, I will leave the live stream." We do not want you to leave the live stream. You are awesome. You are the best part about this live stream so far. And so, like,
you are our biggest fan.
Yeah, and like, I'm glad that you want to see me do things on here rather than just us talk. Because like, if we were just like, we could talk no matter what. It's not that we have to do this.
Yeah, it's not like we have to play the game.
Yeah. So like, I'm glad you want us to know. You want us to know what you want and that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Want to see rather.
Yeah. Don't feel bad.
I guess we should move on from Enneagram. I don't.
Yeah. I don't think people in the chat are really
active.
Yeah, are really enjoying the Enneagram talk. We could talk about it later, but
well, what should we move on to? Jack, do you have any topics, ideas? Do you have any thoughts on and zombies and how long it's going to take Fish to go mining, or is there anything else?
You know what? I'm working on that right now. I'm at the Enderman farm, and I'm trying to get this.
I see you.
Get this underway. Which, like, Jack, if you haven't seen like these really advanced Minecraft people, really
cool stuff.
Yeah,
they have it down.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna claim almost any of, other than the big tree. I'm not claiming any of this is mine. Like, most of this is other people's work. Okay, that's not very nice. Yeah, but yeah.
What did he say? Or are you making fun of me?
Yeah.
I mean, you made the boardwalk with the help of me.
Yeah. But yeah, like this stuff, like, I've literally did nothing for almost any of it, and like the only reason I have an elytra is because I spent like 5 hours mining one night.
That's okay, Jack. There doesn't have to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
Two
And
of them are probably
4 people is more than I would have ever expected. So it's
for this late either.
Yeah.
I thought we would still have 6. We had
Yeah,
we had 7 at one.
Yeah, it's 107. I honestly, if I wasn't live streaming, I probably would have fallen asleep by now.
God, I'm so shocked. God.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because the I'm just talking at the same level. It doesn't ever increase, so they're not like I'm right before whisper in my voice.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell I was already putting it right here.
Yeah.
Low. So
yeah,
I can right on the tip of a whisper.
Mm-hmm. And like, it's kind of fitting. That's why I kind of put it as Brady. Like, it's smooth, you know.
Yeah, it's a smooth game.
And like, I like the smoothness. Like I think we talked about it last time. Like that's why I like watching people play games sometimes. Is just background noise and like.
Yeah, I'm excited. The audio quality is really good because my old ones I couldn't rewatch. One is Hannah. I figured it one was still.
One is Hannah. One is you. One is Jack.
She probably just has us up in a different tab.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's bored out of her mind.
Mm-hmm.
What else are you gonna do? One was.
Yeah.
So Jack, do you have any questions? You're in the hot seat, man.
Yeah, you're in the hot seat, Jack.
That's on you. You gotta have something on.
Yeah. And like I'm almost there, Jack. I'm almost ready to go mining. And once I go mining, it's going to be any second before I find diamonds. Hope you know that. I'm pretty good at finding diamonds.
I'm not good at all. That's okay.
Well, I just put a lot of work into it. Dang, I forgot to bring stuff to enchant. I'll just get a lot of no. So I'm trying to get
fortune, right?
Fortune. And so and it resets the enchantments every time you enchant something. And so I'm just trying to get a pickaxe to be enchanted with fortune so I could mix that, you know. And like you get it. But anyway, so yeah. I was going to bring a bunch of stuff that I didn't care about to enchant. And
so Jack, can you, sir? I know you're nipping at our heels to see the that future diamond that will be found.
Yeah. Jack, do you play Minecraft? That I have a question for you. Do you play Minecraft?
I think I feel like it's going to be a startling yes.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a no. You know,
it could be an enthusiast. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go run to the bathroom real quick. I'll leave you guys.
Okay.
This mountain's fun for me.
I'll try to find something to talk about. You know.
Yeah, just see what he says. I'll still be reading the chat.
Yeah. I'll see what you say. Jack, I'm here for you. You know, I will always be here for you. Through thick and thin. No matter what we go through, I will be here. You know. And I'll be killing these Endermen all day long. Honestly, this thing is awesome. I love the fact that I could just stand here all day and just get so many levels. Like if I was a tryhard, I would stay here. I would literally find some way to set this up. Probably to AFK. Okay. You did, but my dad. Okay. Yeah. I see that. I forget if I ever had one on my iPad, but you know it's all right. Honestly, when I was 12, I think it was, I bought this for I bought this even though I did not have a computer to play on because I wanted so badly to play Minecraft. Like here I am today, still playing it. I stopped for quite a while there. I think I went for a few years without playing Minecraft. And then
I'm so glad. I'm so my back
what?
laboring. I said I'm just so glad you became a fan of my Mac. Seriously, man.
Mm-hmm.
Laboring. Continue this.
Laboring.
I was listening to something like that.
But yeah, I was as I was saying, like I played Minecraft like almost religiously for a long time there, and I mostly played on my Xbox because it was easier. Because
That's so funny.
my
That's
but
exact opposite of me. I mean,
yeah.
I found it an illegal version of Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, like did you hear when I was talking about? I literally bought Minecraft before I had a computer to play it on.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I just
I had a cracked version of Minecraft I played in browser. How old we're talking here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I downloaded said cracked Minecraft eventually.
Yeah.
And didn't have an account. Then a friend of mine lent me an account
Mm-hmm.
I could play on desktop.
Yeah.
And then I did. And then I got my own account. At the time, my parents' credit card wouldn't transfer to whatever the currency was,
Mm-hmm.
Swedish.
Yeah.
But my grandpa, who's passed away now, did. So I
Mm-hmm.
always, when I play Minecraft, I always think it's like he was the one who ended up buying it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the sweetest, like,
Mm-hmm.
because I play this game to this day, and it's such a sweet thing to think about.
Yeah. That
Like,
is
he knew I love this game so much.
that is so sweet.
I mean, I can do it. He's like, my card's international.
Mm-hmm.
For a car company that
Mm-hmm.
sold to like missionaries and stuff. So like he did so much international. Like the card had to be international. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just such a nice memory to have. But yeah, so I played the most probably in 2013 through 2015.
Yeah.
Was the longest I played in the summer. My morning would be get up,
Mm-hmm.
play Minecraft,
Yeah.
eat at some point, play
Like
Minecraft for the rest of the day, go to sleep.
there was a point in my life where like I think I spent literally I think 12 to 14 hours straight just playing Minecraft.
Yeah, me too.
And it
I'd go to
was
the bathroom every now and then.
mm-hmm.
Like,
I'd go to bathroom. I think I ate. I don't even remember eating, but I think I ate.
That me and my bestie Jared
Yeah.
playing LAN.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
He got mad at a game, quit. I'm like,
I love that. That is honestly, I used to be like that, but now I'm just like so chill about everything. So it's just like, oh, okay.
I mean, with Minecraft, the whole game is about building.
Yeah,
Learning and growing.
like sometimes
like,
I literally just pick up Minecraft just so I can just like numb out.
Yes, I was actually gonna ask you if you can do that. Because for me, if I'm I need to feel like I have control over something.
Mm-hmm.
I just turn the game on.
Yeah.
Building, surviving, but my problem has for some reason. I'm soothed. I'm calmed down. When I used to get, it became, this is taking it to a dark place again, but after my grandpa's, it kind of became like a soothing thing to me to make me numb.
Yeah.
So I would just shut my brain off and play.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't think. I'd think of the game. You know.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to hear, Jack?
Yeah, Jack, you're bored.
Killing creepers and everything.
Yeah. Look at what I'm doing here. I'm
killing.
Literally on fire. How can you be bored while you're on fire? Okay.
I mean, you're probably tired. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going to get diamonds like you asked. What more do you want from me? Okay. Here. Do you want to see the mines? Here, I'll show you down the mines. Ooh, very exciting mines. You know.
It looks like you're gonna fall.
Ooh. So exciting.
I'm just cooking a bunch of.
Yeah, but no, I'm sorry. I if you know anything about me, you know that I love literally sitting around doing nothing. Which
I mean, that's like your favorite activity. Period.
Oh no!
It's
Here, just a second. I need to go get my charger.
for your laptop.
Yeah, for my laptop.
Thinking. I guess I'm here by myself. It's always weird when I'm by myself. I mean, Jack, if you, I don't know, you could ask for an account on PC for your birthday or something. Find something to play on. Minecraft is like one of my favorites. Period. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this cobble I'm cooking, but I'm cooking here. Do we have brick? That would be good for floor. A lot of polished dire floor. I'm gonna use brick. I can get a lot of brick. Andesite wouldn't be. Welcome back, my friend.
What?
I said welcome back.
Ah, thank you. Okay. What did I miss while I was gone?
Not much. I was talking at Jack. He didn't say anything back to me. He was just telling me how he wished he could play.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
I'm actually.
like, he could ask for an account.
Yeah. I actually will be right back.
You get Christmas gift.
Because it is. I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, is that time? I guess I'll just continue to talk about.
Yeah. Talk. I'll watch while I'm in there. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
What a fun time. Yeah, I guess I don't know. Jake, you could ask for an account for Christmas. I mean, the idea is just having a computer. I mean, my friend, to actually play on. Because I didn't have a computer for such a long time. I used the family computer for a while. I had a laptop too. I used for a long. It was really cool. It's funny because me and my friends had a we play on. What do you mean 12:30, Jack? Okay. Say. My brain is stroking out. And what? You're confusing me, my friend. Right. I didn't have a computer to play on for a long time, and my laptop screen went out. I loved the game so much that I had to change to something else. That's strange fish. It says. I mean, we did love your wedding. I mean, if you have to leave, you have to leave. We're not going to force you to stay or anything. But I mean, yours truly is tired. Fish is saying he doesn't want you to leave. I didn't think I'd be up on Black Friday at 1:21 a.m. I'm awful at doing this by myself. I'm so tired. Watching a lot of Star Wars recently and really been enjoying it. I think we talked about Star Wars early on in the stream. So Jack, if we did this more often, would you be into the chat and because we definitely need. I mean, it makes this much more fun to know that like people are out there. Prank your friend.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
A call. It was a voicemail for you.
What?
It was a. It's got a phone call. It was for you. It was apparently Joe left it. I don't know Joe.
Well, what did they say?
They asked. They wanted me. They gave you a to read that says who's Joe.
Well, who is Joe?
Joe Mama. I just pranked you. Jack wanted me to prank you. So. Got him. That was.
You got. I fell for it. You know.
I mean, I set you up to. I'd be surprised. Ben. Joe. Only an idiot would know that.
Yeah.
Best that cannot do that.
Yeah. I will find this diamond for Jack, and then I will
sign off.
Yeah, I think that is going to be how we end it. You know.
I mean, yours truly is getting attacked.
Yeah.
So, I got up earlier than to bed later than I should have. Burning out a little bit. Good jube. Good jube to you too. That should be your T-shirt. I'm writing that down, Jack. Hold on. T-shirt ideas.
What is the idea? Let me read it. Good jube. Yeah, I feel that.
All right. Good jube. I like the double O on both. You know.
Yeah.
Jube. Excuse me. The double O is aesthetically pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Is that going along with like your words that you just say that you think it's funny? Yeah.
Can you name all that? I'm curious.
I can't name all of them, but I can name like the general things that you tend to do. Stuff like.
Go for it.
Stuff like whenever there is. You generally add G's to words that don't normally.
Glock the door.
Yeah. If there's an L, you will add a G to it.
I'm gonna take a grap. That isn't like grap music. But run a couple glong tracks. It's a glong. It's usually glong.
Yeah.
I use that usually glong.
Mm-hmm.
Any other obvious ones?
You also tend to general like things people normally mispronounce. You will purposely mispronounce it. Not
example, because I'm wondering if any.
An example.
And I'm just
the thing is, the examples I'm thinking of are things that I would do. So I don't know if that speaks more on my personality or your personality, or the fact that our personalities are melding at this point. But like, I would normally say simonin purposely.
I don't say
I know you don't, but I would normally do that purposely.
I would mispronounce. I mean, I say nuclear.
Yeah.
Which is wrong.
Nuclear.
But I don't say that sincerely. It's nuclear. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I'm spacing it, I don't know if it's because it's literally 1:30 or if it's because I don't know. Because I'm not very good at that kind of stuff. I think you've realized at this point that like I'm good at high concept, not details, which is almost the opposite for you. Because like not that you don't get high concept. I didn't mean it that way.
That's really funny. Like, well, I don't know big picture, I guess.
But you are very good at the details.
Details. That's kind of my.
That is your shtick.
describe a character.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of useless stuff there.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like I hadn't watched episodes, like very long episodes of The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got another T-shirt. Mind boy.
What?
It's an idea right there.
Okay.
Like I said, mind boy in the chat.
Mind boy.
Like, he's telling you something.
He's telling me to. I don't. Is he just really soaking up all the mining that's getting done here?
He's loving the frames that are being skipped every now and then.
Oh yeah.
Man, boy. Okay, it stopped being bad. It actually looks really good.
What?
Man, boy. I'm watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me how it looks. Because I haven't looked up how it...
It's kind of stuttery, but it's not dropping.
It might...
seems way more consistent.
Yeah. But, you know, I could do this for hours on end. I normally, if I wasn't streaming, I would be listening to music and just be doing this.
I can't do it. Maybe podcast?
I'm a podcast person. I didn't used to be, but now for some reason I love.
Convert you, or are you just curious?
A little bit of both. Like your love for podcasts, like the Sleepy Cabin, that kind of stuff.
I adore podcasts.
Yeah, but
I recommend more.
But from now on, like when I'm driving home, that 2.5 hour drive, I will just download a bunch of podcasts to listen to.
I really want you to try listening to Sleepy Cabin.
What?
Just live in the Sleepy Cabin one time. Try to download it. I just would love to see responses. Because Ben doesn't like it. Like,
he doesn't?
No. He would rather me do music. Like I can just tell by how he acts. Like,
yeah.
He's like kind of distant. He doesn't really care. If I were to play music, he would respond like, "Oh, that's funny," or "I like that song," or "Who is that?" Like he would actually have something to say about it. But if it's
honestly, if we ever went on a long trip together, I think we would listen to Sleepy Cabin at least for a part of it.
Oh, at night, it's good at night.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't want to be in the car.
Yeah.
I'm always a good co-pilot for road trips. Yeah. My dad can vouch.
I'm surprisingly a good co-pilot as well.
I don't sleep very well in cars.
Same.
So
well, I do sleep well, but because of my insomnia, I'm able to stay up very easily.
Yeah, I don't sleep very easily, but I'm your number.
Yeah.
I can just stick with you and just be there and talk to and yeah.
Yeah.
Stand-up is really good for long trips, too. I suggest know what you like, stand-up playlist on Spotify, and just, like, shuffling. It's really good. It's good for me in the morning. I need something to, like, get me going. Really good.
Yeah. But I'm really good for long car rides because I can easily, like, dig into really, really complex, like, topics and that kind of stuff. Like, I love talking about that. You strike
me as a guy who, like, listen to Vsauce talk about things and
but
actually think.
Yeah. The type of podcasts I normally listen to, though, are the one I've been, like, listening to, like, full on, like, loving it, is The Happiness Lab. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
I feel like I have.
But
describe the show to me.
So it's made by a Yale professor who teaches a class in Yale that is basically entirely on how to be happy.
It's interesting.
And so she got the idea because it's literally the most popular class in Yale, and because like the class sizes are like over 1,000 people, which is insane. But she pulls in a bunch of like scientific research that shows that generally what we think will make us happy, it does not.
So what will? Dangerous things?
So for example, like normally we think stuff like the one I listened to recently was immediate like satisfaction. Stuff like Fitbits, for example, is one of the examples she gave. That for walking 10,000 steps, it gives you like a good job little buzz. That will make you less happy in the long run and be less effective. And like she was arguing that grades are not good. She tries not to give grades, but some that I really love are like one that she did on choices. Our minds tell us that choices, like more choices equals happiness, because like you get to choose you get to choose the best option. But whenever we have more choices, our mind immediately thinks that we made the wrong choice no matter what. Like she pulled up experiments about how like people were given like a choice between like 16 different chocolates or a choice between 3 different chocolates. And they were supposed to rate the chocolates on how good they tasted. And generally, the people who only had 3 chocolates thought that chocolate was better.
That is so interesting.
Because like
honestly, what platform is this on?
I have it on Apple Podcasts.
I'll get into that.
Yeah,
I added a few.
It's free, so it's not like.
Yeah. I picked a few of mine like comedy podcast and.
I definitely recommend watching it because
that sounds so like riveting. Like
I like every time. Like my mom's probably sick of it at this point, but I will come home and like talk to my mom about it and just be like, "You like this is awesome."
It's always interesting to hear as I get older. I've always been obsessive. I've always had different interests in things, and it was interesting to hear how my mother responds to one of my tangents.
Yeah,
always is funny to me. Because as she's getting older, kid's got a point now. It's like, oh, he actually kind of knows what he's doing.
I'm getting to the point where my mom doesn't know how to respond to some of my tangents because, like, she will disagree with them, but, like, doesn't know how to respond to make it known that she disagrees or something like that. So I taught her to use the phrase, I understand what you're saying, but I disagree. Because I use that in my ethics class all the time. With Becca Peach.
You talked about her.
Yeah, but like I will.
Isn't she the prez?
The prez. Yeah.
She's pretty important then. Right?
Yeah, she's really important. I didn't realize she was important until like halfway through the semester.
That's probably better. I mean.
But yeah, so like everything she believes in really strongly, which is good. I think that's good for a president.
It's good for a leader, at least.
Yeah. But I don't necessarily agree with everything she says. But I always make it known to her, like, I understand what you're saying. I just disagree. And like,
and that doesn't mean you.
Yeah.
I think people nowadays are like almost a rivalry. You know.
Yeah. And like,
it's a respectful thing.
Yeah, there's lots of conversations we've had where like she wants to defend her point so strongly, and it's not that I keep trying to explain to her it's not that I don't understand. I do. I just disagree.
I have a question for you. Answer this because I get different answers.
Yeah.
And there's no right. Do you genuinely find an intelligent person? Or do you think because of the speed of how my brain works and the creativity, it makes me seem more intelligent than I am? What do you think?
I genuinely think you're an intelligent person, actually.
That's
that
so
you think you don't think you're as smart as you actually are. Is the way I see it.
I've never heard it described that way. A lot of
Yeah, because like when it's something that you are fully into, you clearly really love it, and like you can easily learn stuff about it, and it's not hard for you.
That's so interesting to me.
Yeah.
to hear from someone else.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard it described that way. I like to think I have a specialized mind. It only likes the likes.
I think I think you're along the same lines that like my mom is, where like I think I've told you before, my mom never got a college degree or anything, but she is still very smart. Like, but she.
Are you reading the chat right now?
What? No.
It's priceless. Just take a glance. Domestic dispute.
I love it.
Hannah, throw hands at him. Get him good.
Yeah, do it. Heard you won't. But
continue.
As I was saying, like my mom never got a college degree or anything, and she always told herself she wasn't smart. But watching her go back to cosmetology school and stuff like that, I realized how smart she actually is, and like this kind of stuff that she remembers, and like the kind of stuff that, like, she clearly has the mind of a smart person. She just puts it towards things that she thinks is more important.
So interesting. Mm-hmm. It's funny, I had the Minecraft.
What? Brady? Oh, you cut out. Hello?
Sorry about the Minecraft thing. I'm back, right?
Yeah, you're back now.
Okay, I don't know. That might have been you.
But no. I in a sense, because like I hate talking about myself like I'm smart, but like I would talk to Sam all the time about how he was top of his class in it, like 7th in his class, and but I was like probably like 50th, I think it was. Granted, my class was 4 times bigger than his.
I was 60.
Yeah.
In my class of 180.
Mm-hmm. But talking to him, he would say all the time that we were stuff like how we're very similar, and like this. I'm sorry about this grammatical sentence, but I about said we're the same smarts.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, we're the same smarts, but like because he went to Mitchell, and Mitchell was a little bit easier on stuff, and because of my work ethic, I just did not ever really excel in any of my classes. And I think I've told you before about how, like, for a point in time, I was failing my 6th grade math. But my math teacher came up to me and he was like, we have to decide who gets to move up a level and stuff like that. And he said, right now you have an F, but I'm going to move you up anyway because you've gotten an A on all the tests. And you just only turned in like half of the homework. And so like...
Sorry, I need an idea.
What?
I guess it doesn't matter. I think we should Skype in Discord.
What?
Yeah. Pick up what I'm saying?
What were you saying?
Did it cut out?
Yeah.
I think we should get Skype with the video chat.
Mm-hmm.
And visual see your face.
Oh.
Or you think that would be a good idea?
I'll show you a little something I was able to cook up. Now, the lighting in here is bad and the camera is bad, so no promises or anything. But watch this. It's really cool.
I'm terrified because if your character gets game right now,
is it gonna pop up? It's not popping up there. It will pop up here. Oh! There. Wait. I need to delete that. It will pop up here soon. See? I was able to figure that out. And hopefully I'm trying to... What?
I'm not saying it.
It should pop up.
Let me try this. Whoa, okay, yeah, that's doubling it right now.
Yeah, and then but see, I can switch back and forth. Now, see, you guys can see my face. You know, it's not very good, but
I'm pretty sure you can still do that. You can layer it on.
yeah, I'll look at it afterwards. But the lighting and camera and stuff wasn't that good, so I didn't want to try to.
It's okay. No, because I could do it too.
Oh, wait! I just want to point this out to Jack. Right after you said give up and you're not going to get diamonds, I stopped and did all the camera stuff. And look right here. Literally, I mined right one block in front of me. So, I expected an apology, okay?
Did you find one?
Not only that, let's see how many diamonds I'm getting from this. Wait, let's toss out the... I don't need all that cobblestone. 17 diamonds. So, yeah. Because I did not give up.
You've set up right here.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going back and I'm going to drop off the diamonds. Okay. This was fun though. And Jack.
This was surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack.
Jack, you made this so fun. Thank you. I hope you come back for more.
Please come back for more.
Yeah, we're probably gonna
have you.
Yeah. Yeah. Please come back for more. We're probably gonna be back sometime later this week. Trying to decide what day or end time.
After your speech. To the continuous applause.
Yes. Thank you very much. I would like to thank Jack for giving me the idea to go mining for diamonds. I'd like to thank. Not an idea anybody has ever had in Minecraft.
I'd like to thank. Yeah.
I'd like to thank my mom. Because
I'd like to thank not only God but.
I'd also like to thank Boris. He helped me get through this.
Did you remember the speech, Justin?
What?
Jesus.
Oh no. I pass. It's really disorienting because you put your torches on the right. Am I wrong?
Usually, yeah.
And I put all my torches on the left. And so, okay. I was just blind there for a second.
That's 6 8.
Okay. Right. But yeah. This was more fun than I thought it would be, honestly.
I mean, Thanksgiving. What about Hannah? I mean, Hannah's been here.
Oh yeah, thank you, Hannah. You've been here from the very beginning. Like you're our biggest supporter here.
Not a bigger fan than Jack.
Yeah, no one's a bigger fan than Jack. You know. But
you're here for.
Yeah, you're here for us.
I mean, actually, really embraced it. But I mean, it's kind of a shock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anybody else who is here and who is just not talking, I want to say thank you to. Like, you guys are awesome. I'd like to thank the Mountain Dew, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have made it through this.
I'd like to thank my Diet Mountain that given second.
Yeah.
So, story time. My brother whale drum. Comical big styrofoam.
Mm-hmm.
Richmond. It's think of it convenient. Go and get food. You can just drive up. AI.
Yeah.
That'll be this much. Okay. See ya.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool because you can get cut. Like I want. Okay.
Yeah.
You have like other things in the menu. And it's normally like drinks. So I have this milk house. Giant. That Trevor. I'm not drinking my.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm ready. Okay. I'll get around. Another diet. So I think his mom has a. I'm thinking he would drink it and go, oh, you know, or that he would buy that it was diet, buy that it was regular.
Mm-hmm.
Yours truly just finished it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Also, I heard like every other word of that conversation.
They hear every other word?
Well, if I heard it, then that's what they heard.
Oh no.
But I think that's hilarious. No. Okay. I think it's 1:49. I think we should call the stream here, you know. And honestly, thank you so much. This is awesome. We got diamonds. I didn't think I would ever say that. But we got diamonds, y'all. Look, we're at over a stack of diamonds right now.
I cooked.
Mm-hmm.
I cooked.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll talk after we end the stream about when we're gonna do it again. But yeah, expect it soon, very soon. There you are. Hey, you're writing Dinner Bone.
What a beautiful. right off into
the sunset on Dinner Bone. Wait, no, you're escaping my field of view. Oh, there you are.
Drown.
Okay.
Let's see how.
Okay. Here, I'll follow you.
What is that train travel?
Oh, no! You're dying. Here, I'll take Dinner Bone. I have respiration on my helmet.
Good signing off.
Yeah. We'll sign off in a second. But bye guys. You should subscribe to both of our channels if you haven't.
If you haven't already.
I know you have, Jack. So yeah. So
there was a lot of blood.
Yeah. Here. How
long have been going? I don't know.
Yeah. Here.
Oh, we'll miss you too, Jack.
Yeah.
Miss you too.
Yeah, come back soon.
Saying the